folks, how are we doing? We are finally harvesting. I am obviously on the baler, and in that cloud of dust there is Liz. She's already on the combine, finished her work for the day in the office, and she comes home and relieves her dad. Dad goes and has his tea, and Liz jumps on the old combine, which she really enjoys. So keep your eyes peeled for Liz's annual combine video, because that'll come again, obviously. Yeah, the grain's coming off well. It's over 3 tonne an acre at the minute. I'm not sure exactly what it is, because obviously I'm not involved with that at the minute, because I am baling. But the straw is, straw's doing 10 bales to the acre as well, so there's plenty of straw about. So we're not going to struggle to get straw this year. So she's got the old lights on, so getting a bit of a tank full in there. There's the carting tractors, we'll see them in a minute when we go around this water feature. I've just had a wave. The cow is just singing along. I just looked actually about half hour ago at the total bale count. It stands at 2,800 at the minute. That is everything, silage, straw, and I'm on about 450 straw now, because we were going yesterday on straw. So so things are going well, cracking on. And straw's nice and fit this year because it's ripened off naturally, unlike last year. Obviously last year, remember, we had all those extreme temperatures. Well, we've not had them this year. It's been like a standard British summer. Rain sort of, if not every day, every other day, like. So hence why we're a little bit late starting, but we're not late, but later than we were last year. I think we were probably nearly done this time last year, but we're getting on now. There's the carting tractor. It's got the fast track on the big trailer, and one of the other T7 on the Richard Weston. So not sure of horsepower there. Right, it's the next day now. Liz has just gone off with the combine to get started. Richard is tipping one of the loads from last night, so I'm just about to get the baler ready again. I've just lobbed another roll of edge to edge in, so we're good there. So I've got, what's there, 150 on that one. So but yeah, we're making excellent progress with the baling job. Look at that. Oh, don't look too hard, that's naughty, isn't it? Like naughty. Why have I got some big spools of twine? Cock. Just what you didn't want to do. Oh, I'm so excited. I've dropped the dipstick. Oh. Because I am a dipstick. Right, hold on, let's put you down a minute. Definitely need to wipe it now, don't we? Obviously, it's always good practice to wipe your dipstick before you, before you use it, before you read it, so you get a true reading then. I don't think it makes that much difference, does it? But there we go. We're bang in the middle, so that is good enough. These FPTs, they do. Not in frame of it. These FPTs do use a bit of oil when they're working flat out. Not too much, but the same as any modern engine. I know when I was at Henry's with the 4000 fast track, that had chewed through a bit of oil, like, but they just do these modern engines. Instead of it running out the bottom like on the old TW, they burn it instead. So, so on here we've got a couple of things that make maintenance easier. We've got obviously the chain lube, uses roughly about half of that for say about 300-350 bales, so that's pretty good. Around the other side, actually that is my grease gun storage, which is actually should be for the manuals, but I keep them in tractor, so that goes in there quite nicely. Do that up. That keeps them out of the way. Do get a little toolbox on here that's got a few bits and bobs in, like that, but not big enough. Oh no, he's big enough for a grease cartridge. Then this side, we've got the auto greaser, which takes, obviously it's just a standard grease cartridge. Does get through a lot of grease, and that is empty now. Despite the fact I did, what, 150 barrels with that since I changed it. So it's roughly about 150 barrels per change, but it's just a standard cartridge dispenser that screws in and it gets pumped round. But that does at least mean it's getting lots of grease all the time, which is good. So the only other things you've got to grease obviously are your shaft. Always important to grease your shaft, keep that nice and good, and obviously a good good guard on it as well. Like, no excuse for having a poor guard on or a lack of guard on a PTO. Not this day and age anyway. And the only other nipples we've got on the top hinge there. So you have to clamber on top of the baler up there and squirt a couple of bits in, but that is it basically. So you've got them two, one either side on the top hinge, and you've got your shaft, and that is about it really. So the collection of straw is about the same as any other baler I've come across. It does pack straw in, as you can see. So we'll have to give this a blow off. About this side, yeah, going usual places. Like, I mean, it's a baler. You're never going to get rid of. They're never going to make a baler that doesn't collect straw. So, anyway, I need 2 hands to change that. So we'll get that changed. I'm about ready to roll. Let's put the kibosh on it. It's peeing it down. 4:45, and of course, you have a look. I've got half a row left on this row I'm on. And then there's 4 rows left. It's on slower, isn't it? Like another 20 minutes I'd have been done. But never mind, we ain't too far from the yard here, so. But that's definitely a bit too wet to bale now. The old, the best test for it is always, if you get a bit of rain, if your front mud guards get wet, you know, as in sort of like they're wet now, it's too wet to bale. When it rains on them and they keep dry, because obviously you've got the engine there, like, you're all right to keep going. But no, it looks like there's a fair bit of rain to come. Well, a fair bit of cloud to come anyway, doesn't it look? So anyway, it's Saturday afternoon. Take this back. Going to see how everything else is going. The combine will have stopped as well now, so. Turn that off. Yeah, going out, finish milking, and it'll be fish and chips tonight. So, cock on, boys, cock on. Anyway, you enjoyed that first harvest video, and I'll catch you on the next one, won't I? Ta-ta! Stay safe out there.